And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check. Says we are, but are we? Big question. We shall find out. And the answer is... answer is it's not one to cooperate with me very much. That's interesting. Alright, the answer is... yes, we are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. And today I am getting back into some more Settlers 4. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? We will once again be using Settlers United to enjoy our little game here. And specifically, the last video we ended up playing the 4th mission of the campaign of the main base campaign. So I guess today will be the 5th mission. Simple enough. Apparently Ubisoft Connect needs to update. And yeah, for those who don't know, because this utilizes the Settlers 4 History Edition, that means the Settlers 4 History Edition is only available on the Ubisoft thing specifically. That means I have to use Ubisoft's thing. But at least we can actually play this with a few additional bells and whistles, a few quality of life improvements, and a visual upgrade as well. So there are reasons to actually, I suppose, get this if you really like Settlers 4 that much. And I do enjoy Settlers 4, so... alright, so that should get us right in. There we are. Alright, so now we are on mission 5.
Trampling out the toadstools. We thought we had rid ourselves of the dark threat, but it confronts us once more with a yet uglier face. Some of our citizens have been enslaved by the Dark Tribe and put to work on farms. There are reports that Vikings have also been enslaved. The Mayas may regret that they were so quick to terminate the peace with us. Unless, of course, they are in league with this sinister tribe. Dream visions have returned to our priests. They see the Roman wolf trampling the dark mushrooms of the Black Lands. There is agreement among the priests that our task lies in destroying these farms, that we can free our citizens in this way from their horrible fate.
Alright. We understand that our allies, the Vikings, would welcome a visit from one of our priests at their main marketplace. There could be even tangible rewards for us if we do them this honor. Our pioneers will help us obtain the glittering resources we need for this ambassadorial mission from the hills to the south. Okay, so there is gold in the south. That's good to know. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so this will start with, what do we have in terms of resources? Actually, we'll start with increasing that. And we will need at least 1 geologist. Now, for our actual construction, we are going to need... so there's the lumberjack right there. Build the forest or the sawmill there. Forester we'll place right here. And also, we already have a stonemason. He's right over here. So, I guess to start off, we will begin by expanding to the south. We need to figure out some other good areas for wood and stone production, so we'll get another forester and sawmill and everything else set up. We have a capacity of 2 saws right now, so that's how many sawmills we will produce. You go and search for that. So let's continue. Count Spartula says, I remember when I was a kid I played the hell out of, I think it was Settlers 6. Might have been the first actual first PC game I ever played, so it's nice to see this crop up in my feed. Ah, alright. Yeah, I did play Settlers 6 a little bit as well. And that one is actually available on Steam though, so you don't have to use the Ubisoft storefront to actually acquire it, which is very, very nice. Alright, so our plan is, like I said, we'll also travel a little bit over here just to see what is in round. There is some stone there, that's good. And we found some coal. Alright, now we also need a large number of settlers as well. So once we get this basics here built, we will expand. Oh, actually, I have an idea. If we expand over here this way, one of these guys actually maneuver. Oh yeah, I mentioned that we needed pioneers because I don't think we can actually build on this, so we will need that. So it looks like this over here is our rare resources that we need to keep preserved and all that. That's good to know. Need a single swordsman. You go over here. And now that we know the route to our priest needs to take, we will redeploy our guys there. The Dark Tribe is basically going to try to show up through down here. Now, if you are having issues with this game streaming for whatever reason, I think we've discovered what the problem was, and it's the browser. So if you are having issues, for the record, the answer to that is to use something other than Chrome. So, with regards to where I should put this, there is actually some gold already available to us, so technically we could utilize that to... Okay, we need our pioneers, we'll have them start over there, and that should get our economy going, at least for the actual rare resources. Count Spartula says, I think I still have the physical disc, actually. Let me check. Yep, there it is. Okay, yeah, same here, actually. I should still have a copy of Settlers 4 gold as well as Settlers 6 lying around somewhere. So, Woodcutter can no longer find reason is working. Alright, well, he will now. Now, for the actual, let's see what else we can find aside from coal and stone. Having a stone mine, though, is pretty useful, so, but let's actually see how many pickaxes we've got, too. So we will want to hold off on building that. We will want coal, and we will want also iron. So that looks like a good spot for a coal mine for the immediate time. Once we finish building this, we'll be good on the population side of things as well, so... Yeah, there we are. So I think so far we're doing reasonably well at expanding. We'll just build there too. Sulfur has been found, which is not useful to us, but, you know... At least not in the immediate time. Okay, how... Ooh, it just needs a little more stone, and then that's golden. Alright. You go ahead in there. You can leave. Because the main focus is going to have to be over there, because that's where their army is going to hit us from. So, I think the best way to expand, once we find ourselves actual iron, we'll be all set basically to keep. We'll be all set once we find some iron. That's all I'm going to say on that front. Okay, that's built. We can increase our number of carriers. I'll have 25 at least. That should be a decent enough start. Now, we need wheat farms, and we also need Okay, so we'll actually start with the bakeries. We'll have 2 of them. Here and here. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to just set these down first. I think this is a smart idea. Because we'll then set the mill up. And then we will set from there the 2 wheat farms. How many actually can we supply? Only 1 size, so we'll just do 1 wheat farm. It's not ideal, but it will, until we get some iron, do the job for the immediate time. And iron is the one thing we really need. We're also going to build ourselves a waterworks. Okay, can we build a small tower yet? No, we cannot. Not over here anyways. So we'll just expand a little bit. That should do that. I really need some iron, guy. Can you please give me some iron? So actually, do we have... Yes, we can actually build ourselves another geologist. Alright, now you can go down there, see what you find. Hopefully it is some iron. Alright, actually go over there, see what you can get. We are at least fairly resource heavy for the immediate time, and we can get plenty of stone from over here if need be, so the short run we're good, definitely. Okay, so we'll have that. There's the iron we need. Okay. Actually, I will have you guys go up here. That way we can actually have some additional supplies in terms of stone that can be easily accessed in the immediate future. Since we have to go all the way down here for iron, that could be an issue. Let's see, is there any easy access to water down here, basically? Looks like that's going to be my best bet to expand if I want an easy supply of that. Also build right there. So, we've got those built. We now build the grain mill. Once I get another of these, once I get my iron production up, the plan is going to be, first thing I'm going to do is build another site, and that should get us at least another coal mine built, or that should get me another grain farm. I can use that then to get even more bread baked, and that will give us even more supplies to work with in terms of more coal mines we can have operational. Or in this case, probably maybe get a stone mine too, but so plenty of iron here though. Okay, so this will save us some resources here, so we might as well do this to creep our way towards where we need to be. Build that. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I just do this. And boom. Let me expand again. And this will be our second base of production here. Okay, we seem to be a decent spot for the immediate time. Let's go ahead and actually get our first iron mine up and running. Place it right there. There's the gold we need. So, we are good to go. Vincent says, what's going on with YouTube? I did send it via Twitter. Okay, let me see what this is. So, I hate to bother you on your live stream because you speak about the petition I set up yesterday to stop what's going on with YouTube. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that then. But yeah, I do support YouTube not being censored, naturally, so... So we'll expand down there. And maybe down here as well once we get to it. But that might be overdoing it slightly, to be honest. You can go right there. Alright, so there is that supply found. We have our water here discovered, which means we can also build another stonemason once we have a pickaxe to utilize for that purpose. And we can build a couple more of these builder dudes, so we shall. So that mine's definitely operational. This is actually a good opportunity to potentially build some sort of stronger defense right around here. And I think that's a good idea. What do we have in terms of axes? We have two more. So, I could build a lumberjack right down here. He'll cut down everything, hopefully. That'll give us an opportunity to build another much stronger defensive fortification. Alright, and then for the rest of the plan, okay, we got that built, so now we can start producing our iron, and from there, I guess it'll have to go all the way up here, even though I'm not a fan of that. It's the best location I can offer at this time. Actually, no. There is this location right down here, if I can just get that built. There's that. Yeah, the goal is to be, in this case, I'm going to just start with, like I said, some tools so I can get a few additional pickaxes and size and stuff like that. So we will now have a steady supply of bread. We'll be able to hopefully also get a butcher shop up soon, and there we go. Vincent says, so am I, nor do I want to fork over my ID. I also apologize, it's a bit messy on Twitter. I have never really used the site before this moment. Fair enough. Okay, we will now expand a little bit further south. We can go down there. But yeah, hopefully once we get our defenses set up properly, we should be able to fight off whatever they're going to try throwing our way. We have additional stuff there, that's good. Okay, so what's the play? Could go... Actually, I might as well fill in this little gap here. That could probably be useful. I will reinforce the front. Food supply is in full swing, it seems, and hopefully once I get the rest of my economy up and running, we will be in excellent shape here. So, I hope also once I get my priest going to start some prayers, because hopefully I should be able to get some of this land reclaimed, basically. That would be really nice. I wonder if gardeners can actually return this to let's see if they actually can. We'll convert one of these guys back to a regular citizen, and then from there we'll use this to see if we can actually create a... Oh, it has to be a pioneer. Whoops. Alright. No, go back. Alright, now. Okay, now we can hopefully get ourselves a geologist, or gardener, sorry, and see if that actually fixes that. Does, then it's good. Toolsmith, there we go. I'll need him to cut these trees down here. Goal is to get enough room here for a castle. If I can get a castle built, we're in business. Big time. So he's got plenty of iron there. That's good. We'll actually stop production for right now so he can get priority on the toolsmith so we can get another... We'll need one pickaxe there, hopefully another one there. Then another one there, and another one there. So 4 pickaxes is what I want to have. And then from there, let's see. Well, we're also going to want another side, like I said, to maximize our efficiency as far as bread production is concerned. Actually, 2 sides, because we'll want one for the bread and one more for the to grow the sheep, I guess, in this case, so we can actually raise them. So we'll want 2 sides. We're also going to want... We agreed upon 4 pickaxes. We'll get another saw as well. That should be good. We have a fishing pole? Yes, we do. Okay, let's see how close we are to building a castle. Not quite yet. I need more room over there. Let's see what is the smallest space I could basically use to produce one. So they are pretty massive. Basically, I would need to clear up a larger chunk of this area first. Okay. That can be worked around. Now we'll build our the first of our secondary wheat farms we need. Boom. And this is where we get our 3rd wheat farm and the slaughter mill and everything else we need. So we'll actually finish with the butchers. We will need 2 of them. Well, I guess the best place would be to place one here and another one here. Then from there, we will build a sheep breeder here. Then we'll build a wheat farm here. I think that's a decent enough layout. So we will start with these being put on hold. This being put on hold. And there we go. And we also now have the extra supplies we need. We worked fast enough, so... Iron mine here. Gold mine here. Coal mine we'll go with here. Looks good. And then we will want a stone mine, which will be located right about here. That should be enough to get started, definitely. It's not the most elegant of supply lines, but it is what we have available at this time, and therefore it's good enough, I guess, for the task at hand. So, we will build a small tower span down here. We will want a fishing wharf, so that, for the gold farmer, we'll build that there. And we do actually have room for a castle now. Can't build it over here, but we can definitely build it down here. I'll put that on hold for the immediate time. We do need more stone for that. And actually, while we're at it, we will build one more pickaxe to round out this equation, since I do want a stone cutter set right there. Let's see, what else can we do? Yes, the sawmill. I was going to build another of those. Technically, I should actually build a second one. So I think the goal is going to be, we're going to turn this little area here into another useful wood-cutting facility. Oh, woodcutter can no longer... Okay, so I will cut down trees over here. Oh, I will cut down trees over here now, I said. There we go. Alright. We seem to be doing a splendid job as far as this is concerned, but we do need to get our military up and running quickly. I think now's a good time to get the sheep ranch going. You can go down there. They have now created a little corridor right here in our borders. That's perfect for us. He is close to running out of stone, so it's a good thing we got that supply right there. Technically, if it really comes down to it, we could always abandon that one and just make this into, or just cut our way through that as well. Alright, so the sheep ranch is good to go. We'll build our first butcher shop there, and that should get that going too. I think our situation is pretty decent, at least for the economy, so yeah, let's go ahead and now build our first weaponsmith. Build you right there. And we need a barracks to actually have our little army built. There we go. Here comes our stone supply. Perfect. Okay, so we have all the mines ready to go, basically. And he does have additional supplies here. I'm going to go with building the stonecutter mason right down here. And what else did I want to build? A sawmill? Yes, please. And a forester's hut. Once, just build that. Have it operate down here. Then we'll be good. Now, the population situation is looking pretty decent for the immediate time, but I am going to want to expand that soon. Let me see if YouTube's hiding any comments again or something. It might be. You never know. Yes, it is. Okay. Count Spartula says, I think my favorite part of these kinds of games is just sitting back and watching everything in motion. Yeah, correct. These games are an animation treat for sure. And the music is pretty nice on the ears, so there's a lot to praise about these games, too. Even if I am running them at double speed, though, because it is a slow pace of a game. As you can probably tell, according to the game, I've spent 55 minutes in it, but have not a whole lot to show for that. Okay, so once we get that built and that built, we should be... So there's the barracks. It's almost complete. Should have probably actually built the weaponsmith first, admittedly, but yeah, well. Apparently we have the supplies for both. So it does work out. Alright, we'll build that one. We are undergrowing. We're at the basically, I would say this is the mid-game growing pain stage where a little bit, admittedly, but we are making good headway. So this piece of wood here should be more than enough to cover that. And yeah, we should have the remaining supplies necessary for what's left. Oh, they're building that one instead. Okay. Well, not that it matters. We already just finished this, so might as well make use of that. See what else we've got. We do have 2 saws, so we could build the other kit right there. That should really get our, like I said, supplies going. That is what I'm going to do as soon as I finish my remaining, once I finish this castle here, because that's going to be priority now. Now, for our supplies, we're going to want a lot of archers, so there we go. And we can start production there. Okay, goldsmithy, where are you? Gold smeltery is right there. Good idea to place it close-ish to the barracks, even though it's farther away from that, because we will need it to get our supply lines for that settled. So, okay, okay. So Count Spartula says it wouldn't be an old game without a few quirks to work around, but yeah, everything about this is a treat. But for now, I gotta go. Have fun, Ace. I will. Thank you very much. All right. Now, we should actually get our storage facility built. You can go right there. That's going to be for our weapons and gold. We actually have enough for one more pickaxe. And if we get one more pickaxe built, we'll have that constructed right away. Build you. See what our supplies look like for this. We'll actually set it to even for that. You get all that, and that looks good. Okay. Looks like we could actually potentially double our farm or our mines production, and that would be extremely good for us, I think. Just need more iron, really. Okay, so that is the oh dear. They're attacking already. Well, we fought off the first wave so far, so almost. If we can just defeat these guys here, we can hopefully Okay, we won that engagement, but we do need to really consider getting our troop numbers up if we want to actually keep ahead. So now is the time. So I'm gonna... Good work, my dude. We barely won, but that's still a win, so... But I do definitely need, at that point, to build more troops, if that is going to be the problem that we're facing. I'm gonna start with a bunch of archers. We need men out as quickly as possible. We have 3 more stone left, and this bad boy is going to be ready, and at that point we will be able to have our little army ready. Okay, production is where it needs to be. Guys, I need this to be priority, guys. Okay, I'd say we got largely enough troops now. If we can just get the rest of production up and running, we'll be golden. Alright, there we go. Now that this is ready, boom, 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 and boom. Oh, we need another axe, the game says. That's fine, we'll build one. Alright. Technically, we'll build 2. Alright, our castle is now built, ready to go. That should be more than enough to deal with whatever we're going to fight over here. For the immediate time, anyways. So now... Gold production is about to start. That's good. That just leaves... let's see. Now we can actually start building our large temple, which we're going to definitely need for the priests. Just for that little side quest to give us extra resources. But we're also going to start building vineyards. These bad boys should be pretty useful for us for the sacrifices. Alright, that's good. I'll figure out where the coal supplies are again and just build more coal, another coal mine, I guess. That should be perfect. That. How's our population looking? Could definitely be better. Alright, now that that's sorted, another coal mine can go up. And we'll build actually 2. One there, and the other one can come over here somewhere, wherever we got a good stash. Uh-oh, they have another army. Okay, well, they definitely do outnumber us, and that is a problem. Once we get the priests, though, set up, we'll have additional supplies that'll come in handy. And we also really need to consider some of these decorations now. Which I'm going to start liberally putting down around here where I can just easily put them in difficult to use otherwise locations. Hopefully that'll increase our combat capabilities enough through the morale boosts to make it actually a potent little force. Okay. You get priority because I don't want to run out of supplies. Increasing my troops' morale. You go up there. You can go over there. You can go down here, and yeah, once that's all finished, then we'll have our little army ready to go. Oh, they're already attacking. That's a problem. We are losing, but okay, they did take that, but only after doing a lot of damage to themselves. Oh, that's a problem. They might actually try to overrun us. Where are they going? I might try to go to these 3 areas here to cause trouble. That is a problem. So they are converting our citizens, which is what they were trying to do this whole time. It looks like they're going to leave, hopefully. No, they're going to take more. Alright, we will have this guy visit their marketplace, which is what we needed to do. We're losing a lot of settlers as a result of this, but we will regain them. Okay. Give us 1 free settler once we do that. It's not ideal, but it's what we have available for the immediate time, and otherwise we will get screwed. It looks like they've got another army wanting to expand. That's a problem there. Once we actually have a standing army, though, hopefully, things can start to look up. Okay, I need to clearly prioritize wood getting transported because, yeah. So we got a bunch of weapons from this, which is good news. It's just that we can't really make use of them right now because of the various problems that we've got. Alright, clearly I needed to increase. Where the hell... Is there nobody that's left to build anything? No, they are around. It's... Okay, here we are. Now, if only we can get the stone supplies that we need, and we'll be good. Alright, we'll perform one miracle. Hopefully we can get some stone. We got everything but stone, which is good, but not... I mean, it's good that we got it, but, you know. These guys are expanding again. Can I even build a castle anymore? Yes, but if they keep this up, I won't be able to for much longer. So that's a problem. Alright, can we please get the stone we need? I'm actually considering just quitting for a moment. We'll see where it saved our progress, because hopefully if it saved it back far enough, we won't have to deal with the kind of silliness we had earlier. So it did destroy that still, which is a problem. Okay, that needs to stop. Alright, now we'll load it up again and go straight to autosave. Okay. I clearly need to prioritize stone and this, so... Or let's see what happens in... Come on. Get it. They're already attacking him, which is a problem. We don't have the numbers to actually fight them off, so we need to fall back. Okay, let's see what our population situation looks like now. We can hopefully build another one of these, and that'll get us out of this mess. Got some troops at the border, not really a whole lot, but enough to hopefully stem the tide a little bit. Which, along with the morale boost we should be starting to finally get. Okay, the morale situation hopefully is largely cured by now. We got vineyard up and running there. We can build a small temple hopefully and build that. Okay, this time we actually crushed them. Their efforts to try to actually defeat us this time don't appear to have borne fruit. We can build our castle there. And then await reinforcements, hopefully. And while we're at it, we shall also get some supplies. Okay, gold situation is good from the looks of, or it could be better. But what I do know is I need to set up another storage facility exclusively for gold because of the issues we've been running into. And our population is now such that I can get up to 50 people, and that should be fine. And our fighting capabilities are improving. Okay, you will exclusively be gold. Oh no, you don't. Ah, they fought this back already. No. Well, we fought hard, but it wasn't enough. They fought us back again. Let's see, what do we have to work with? Another miracle, maybe? That included some gold, which we do need. Okay, we do actually now have a reasonable army, too, to reinforce with, so... Okay, our fighting capabilities are still not where they need to be because we still have a couple of monuments left to finish, but once they are... Okay, another force defeated. Alright, let's see. You need an axe before you can occupy this building. So they took the axe too. Lovely. Okay. I'll work with that. And we can now build ourselves another vineyard and another small temple, and that should hopefully be more than enough to... There we go. Another castle built. This one is actually much stronger and capable of actually holding off a horde. Dudes, so that's good. See if we can actually turn this terrain into actually usable terrain, and then from there, we'll start our main attack on the dudes that we've been fighting this whole time. Alright. Can we build a second castle near? I don't think we can, but we can certainly build a large tower nearby, which would actually make for a very substantial defensive fortification at that stage. And our free settlers population is looking good. Our combat capabilities have been largely improved again. We just need 3 more structures to really complete in order to augment them fully. Alright, let's heal the wounded. Still just have 3 more left to build, and then we're golden. Alright, there's that army ready to go. And how's the rest of things looking? Good enough, basically. And I think... looks like we built another thing of something. No, we're just improving our stats slightly. That's good, though. Now we can begin production of some shovels. We will need a lot of them. In fact, I'm going to build a storage facility just for them, so we can get as many of these gardeners as possible produced. There we go. Now, preachers, let's see if they even can affect this. Nope. Oh well, worth a shot. Alright, we will build another large house since we want as many troops as possible. And we are getting close to finally hitting capacity on our stuff here. Needs to be finished. That, we'll give that priority. In fact, we'll even stop making the soldiers for a little bit, just so we have the supplies. That needs to be built, and that needs to be built. All of them require gold. There. Now that we actually have some resources, and the morale boosts have been largely maxed out, I guess. There we go. 93% should be reasonable for that. And yeah, this will be our shovel supply. So, what do we need? Another large house, of course. Ah, there's one of them. Oops. You finish that. That should be that border now dealt with largely. So, yeah. Oh, they sent an army after us, lost horrifically, and died. Lovely. Okay, I know what to do there. We will get our priests to actually cleanse that real quick. Hopefully that will allow us to crush whatever troops they've got left. There we go. We'll build a squad leader. That should be enough to really improve that should hopefully improve their combat capabilities further. So alright. And then while we're at it, begin the archer spam in earnest. So the plan is going to be we're going to... There's the priest. Get one of these priests to hopefully... Okay. Send our troops in. Capture this. And that should free our citizens that are stuck here. Boom. Oh look, more dudes to fight. Okay. A couple of them there. Well, our combat capabilities are now basically on par with them, which means this, combined with the fact that we're using level 3 troops, means that we are steamrolling a good chunk of these guys, but don't know if we got the numbers really to pull it off. Oh, we do, it looks like. Okay, we do need to get our priests up there, though, if we want to make good on these gains. Swordsman can come in, hopefully. There we go. So now that we've gotten the numbers dealt with, should be a simple enough matter to start freeing these dudes. You guys are now free. I need to start running back here, though, and that they might not make it. But some of them will. Alright. Okay, we now have enough of an archer spam to continue on if we want. But now we also need a lot of gardeners. Time has come. And another large house. I will build you right here. While on it, we'll also get another vineyard up and another small temple. In fact, we'll get 2 small temples and 2 vineyards up. That should get our economy going up strong enough that we should be able to just... We'll be rolling in mana by the end of it, and that is going to be part of the strategy here. Now, let's go ahead and expand our borders. So that's where the bulk... Okay, so this is the main headquarters here. If we need to... Alright, we could potentially, I guess, build another one of these. See if it actually helps improve the stats a little bit further. So I do want to get our stats over, or at the 100 mark, or even potentially over if possible. Alright. Use that, get the gold production down, dealt with, and then there. Well, we can at least build a large tower here, and that's what our strategy is going to be. Building these to expand and keep expanding that way. Vikings are definitely making their push. They've already expanded a little bit and even grabbed some territory, which is extremely nice. So the Gardener Corps seems to be working their magic still. I have a bunch of supplies here, which will be useful to recover the losses we're inevitably going to get, of course, but... Hold position. You guys actually move up with these guys. So when they inevitably do start trying to show up, we can give them a really bad day. Alright. Does look like these do improve our stats, so... Might be a case of diminishing returns, but as long as I can get this up to 100%, I will be happy. Alright, we can even start expanding these guys a little bit. More freed citizens. Not that it helps, because at this point they're far enough away that they will die, so I'll send some troops down here, see what we can find. Alright. Everything seems good there, so here. Have you guys fall back. The plan is we'll get these guys to focus down here, since that's where the problem is definitely going to be, and I don't want to lose these guys to just... Alright. Plan is, like I said, we're going to try expanding the border as quickly as possible, too, so we can potentially get a few of these guys freed, too. Yeah, we're definitely in the heartlands of the enemy at this point, which means they don't really have much of an ability left to fight us anymore, which is good. Alright, I'll build another vineyard. Here, I guess. build another small temple right here. Our efforts to get rid of this is bearing a lot of fruit already. And let's see where we are in terms of this. We got plenty of these dudes. We'll build more. We'll build more. And while we're at it, 70 significant boost to them. So now, you guys go move here. Not really a whole lot we can do to save these settlers here because we haven't moved our border yet, which is a problem. Okay, now large tower again. Should give us the opening we need to potentially start saving some of these dudes. Our plan is working, and soon, sweet, there, position. Let's actually see if we can get some supplies that we need. Yes, that is good news indeed. We should have the numbers now to our force up, which we shall. Basically now have an opening to link up with the Vikings soon, but we need to still expand our borders. So it's a good thing we got these guys and to give us a hand with that. What we don't need right there. Unfortunate. Oh well. Sheer number of these bad boys that we've got, though, producing... Why is nobody producing wine? Okay, he is. Alright. Good. Now we can expand again, build our... Could start building castles, but I think the large tower is going to be more useful and far quicker to build. So that's what we'll prioritize. They do have troops over here to worry about now. Okay, we'll just deal with them. There should be the numbers necessary to deal with most of... Ooh, maybe not. Oh, nope, it looks like we got it, at least for now. Yep. Oh yeah, we need reinforcements. This army is now crushed. Okay, we need to reinforce this. You can build another large tower right down here. Alright, so that should be their industrial or their economic base largely wrecked. We'll deal with that even a little bit faster now. Okay, we can now expand our gardener force yet again. And that's going to fix the problem there. Still have plenty of free settlers if it comes down to it, but just in case, let's build another large house. We'll go right there. And that's another couple of citizens freed. Alright. Alright, now that that's dealt with, let's see here. Nav 5DC. It's not naive to think we, gaming community, actually do stand a chance at winning this fighting fire with fighter battle against censorship. They're puppets, MCV. Common sense have to prevail, right? Right. Okay, you guys can go down here. I'm pretty sure that's where the next batch of them is going to have to be dealt with. And you guys can go straight to here. I'm going to first try to deal with whatever's left over here. Pretty sure the Vikings have dealt with most of it, but just in case, you know. And then we have some additional troops left. Actually going to try relocating them somewhere that's easy to find. Yeah, this'll work. Alright, we'll even build and build another tower right here. Should hopefully be an excellent little spot to deal with whatever we have left. And then order should be good enough at this stage. Yep, that's going to go very quickly. Okay, what do we need a little bit more of? Well, I would say gold at this stage. And while we're at it, we'll build another vineyard. Actually, at 5 of them now. Okay, maybe we need to double our vineyard capacity. Maybe that's the issue. We're just not producing enough of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be enough vineyards to, if that is the problem, we're just not producing enough wine, that should double it and therefore fix the problem. Okay, this is where the additional settlers are at. Okay, we'll get a couple of our dudes over to deal with this. And while we're at it, build another large tower right here. Making really good headway on that, so that's good. Well, there's that capacity going right up, so maybe that was the secret all along. Even though this is in our controlled territory, if we step too close to that, we'll die anyways, so we need to be able to basically position ourselves in this really weird area where we can... Ooh. Okay, that worked for us. More of our citizens have been freed. Yep, that should definitely get the wine production up and running. I'll use my priest to deal with this, so away you go. And boom. Alright, I think we're at a point now where we can actually dismantle that and build our, send our army over here. Okay, yet more citizens freed. Border has expanded yet again, and this time we even have eyes on line of sight on him. So no, no, don't. Oh dear, these dudes are they're not dead yet. Okay. Well, then that's something. I thought for sure they'd be goners. Okay. There we are. Now we can actually start building some small towers since this is far enough away we don't need to worry too much about that. So there was some additional settlers here to free. Good to know. And how is our shovel situation? Looking good as ever. Okay, we will get another. These guys are gonna die. No, they're not. I'm actually surprised. Okay, so now that that's settled. Send you guys all down here, and that shall be the beginning of that. There, dealt with. Oh, that's the end. Technically, we have some more free down here as well. But you know what? Out of spite, we might as well. We've basically crushed everything else that they have to offer at this point, so let's do it. And he still has that, so this farm here needs to go too. And now he's helpless. So you guys... Actually, we'll use our newly created army of them. Hello, hello, says Gaio Wayno. What about watching your Empire Earth videos recently? Okay. Jacob Andrew says hello, hello, Jacob Andrew. Alright, so yeah, I think we've we have largely won already, but like I said, out of spite, we might as well just clear out the map since they decided to screw with us first, so why not? We can even skip ahead anyways, so. But yeah, that's that mission largely dealt with. Alright, now boom, that's destroyed. Watch these guys just clear out large swaths instantly. We'll even use the priests to clear up the swamp so they aren't a problem anymore. And that's dealt with. Oh, we ran out of free settlers again. That's okay. I know exactly how to fix that problem. Boom. And Stonecutter, we'll just get rid of that and move him to here. Since we just... Alright. Well, that's settled. You guys just go over here and do the same thing over here. And that is that cleared. Oh, there's a little bit over there. Yoink. Yep, mission. Even a tiny little bit there. Fine. You guys get that. Yep, I'm gonna say that's a mission complete, alright? So yeah, let's go ahead and call this mission. Alright, so it does say we were at it for 4 hours and such, but that's not actually true. Let him go. I was thinking about asking the politics, but now I'm curious what game this is. This is Settlers 4, specifically the History Edition, that's been improved again with Settlers United. So Settlers 4 itself, the gold version, can be got on GOG.com and place like that. But if you want the History Edition, Ubisoft made it so that you have to use their own storefront to get the History Edition, which is the improved version, and it's also the only one that Settlers United runs with. So I'm curious where you can get this. Yeah, okay, so Jake Manager says, I remember when playing the demo for this game, you could use the wizards to cast little resources. Yes. So yeah, that's that mission complete, and I think that's a good stopping point since we just finished it. Next mission is going to be the first of the Maya missions, so it's also probably going to be a bit of a challenge, so yeah. I think we're at a good stopping point, like I said. So yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you have all enjoyed watching me play some more Settlers 4, as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.